why so many people hate EXP Realty. Why so much triggering?
Why is there so much hate?
There's a lot. There's a lot. And I don't blame them because before we came to EXP, I had a lot of hate as well, honestly. A lot of hate in my heart that I had to root through. So we came up with really about 3 key reasons that it just makes total sense.
Sure.
I hear a lot all day long. So we wanted to break down why the triggering, why are so many agents against it.
So here's the thing. The first one I would think is, it's nothing wrong with it, but the gung-ho agent. The gung-ho agent, they reached out to us, they texted us, they emailed us, they sent us videos. They're super pumped on EXP, which is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Once you get in, you're like, oh, that makes sense. I know why. But with like anything.
So why is everybody trying to recruit me all the time?
Exactly.
Right?
Like,
what's the catch?
what are you not telling me?
Yeah, every broker is trying to recruit out there, right? All the agents have this reason to at least try to call you. So now instead of hearing from one broker, maybe you hear from multiple agents. So it magnifies, I feel like, right? And then that's a turnoff, right? I mean, no one wants to be recruited.
Because as a realtor, when your phone rings, it's your cash register.
You want to
So
make
it's like,
money.
I want someone to be calling me and be like, hey, I want to list my house with you. If I get someone on the phone, they're like, hey, you're doing great. I love your online presence. It's just like, hey, man, you just cost me money because someone else could have been calling me.
You're such a baller. I see your stuff all the time. I'm like, do you see the EXP logo on it when you called me about EXP? You know?
So that's the gung-ho agent, which it can be a bit much. So we get it. We understand why some people might hate EXP.
Just like there's bad agents everywhere in deals and you're like, man, if I have to deal with this person again, it's going to be a nightmare. I think the same thing transfers over, right? If you're maybe not that good of a realtor on the sales side and then you go and try to now all of a sudden be a recruiter because you think you can make money off of it, right? You're also not going to be good at that. You know what I mean? And so this is where it comes in. The issue is that you have people out there that see a way to make easy money, just like there's plenty of people that get into real estate because they think it's easy money. It's obviously not easy money, right? It's a business. We know these realtors and they're with every brokerage, right? So the difference is that the solution was we finally had somebody that we talked to that we felt like wasn't trying to recruit us, but that was offering value, right? What value are you adding? See, we do this podcast because we want to try to help give agents value. We want to try to help them grow, want to help them level up. When people call us about EXP or the opportunity, it's not we can make money off of this person. It's how do we help this person? Because if we help them grow, then we're all going to grow. And the issue is that you don't have a lot of agents out there that are under that mindset. Most are just with EXP to sell real estate. They're not recruiting. No one really cares. But then you get that bad name for those couple bad apples that are, right? Yeah. And so it's something that we address on team calls all the time. Don't be that bad apple that just wants to call to sell somebody. No one wants to be sold. When we tell our agents that when they sell their clients' houses, right? No one wants to be sold, but they love to go shopping with friends. Right? So don't be that agent that's selling every single lead you have. Be their friend and go shopping with them and make some money. So it's the same principle. If you're going to be at EXP and you're going to talk to people about EXP, you really need to add some value. And talking about rev share and stock and how much money they're going to make you really is not valuable. No one cares. We're in this to sell houses. Let's sell houses, but then let's show you how you can grow outside of that and grow your real estate business. And if EXP benefits you outside of that, fantastic.
And if you have questions about how can you offer value, feel free to reach out to us, because it's just like that's one of my big pet peeves when people just like don't understand that concept of like offering value, making it, what are you doing to improve their life? Well, how are you changing their life? If you can't change someone's life, then like, why are you there? What's your point?
So our thing is we want to help people grow their teams. We're building out a whole Punjabi suite right this second with agent training so that people can watch videos on how to onboard, how to do buyer stuff, how to do contract stuff, how to do listing stuff. How do we make sure we're training? How do we make sure our agents that are solo agents are selling more? How do we make sure that our agents that want to grow teams are growing teams? How do we grow our team, right? Yeah. But the average caller is like, rev share in stocks. And they're like, we don't, it's like the stepbrother. It's like the stepbrother's
prestigious saying.
Prestigious.
I think, and for those agents who are not doing it great, I get it. I totally
stop
get
it. Galen's the nice cop.
It's like, I totally get it. We didn't always do it well, right? It's not like we woke up and we're like, oh, but we finally had to kind of sit down and just say like,
modest.
How do we create value? How do we come from a area of service? How do we do that? And once we kind of sat down and had that conversation with ourselves or with each other, then it was like, wow, this is a lot easier, because it's like genuinely, how can I help someone?
Zig Ziglar.
Yeah,
what does he always say? You help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want.
Yeah,
right?
it's like, how do I help someone do something? And like a lot of times I think like initially you're like, oh, this guy, yeah, okay, I see you're trying to help me, but
yeah, what's the catch?
Yeah, what's the catch?
What's in it for you?
Because that's how I am. That's how I definitely am. Like even when they first brought like EXP to, I'm like, okay, yeah. So what's behind?
What do you
the
get out of
curtain?
this? Yeah, 100%.
But once I started realizing, like, man, I'm helping these people, and then all of a sudden people started helping me, and referrals started coming in, and people I'm like, oh wait, what? Me just generally helping people is another faster way to rise my business.
I mean, we are double, triple, quadrupling agent sales.
So if you don't think we're going to help you, call right now. Call our phones right now. We will help you. Number 2 is the broker unsell is what I call it. The downsell.
Yeah.
And something that you said a couple minutes ago really will resonate this. Every broker is trying to recruit agents, right? 100%. And so when your broker says like, oh, those are just recruiters, you should look back at him, hold a mirror and say, you are trying to also recruit agents. Yeah. And you know what people don't like? Competition. That's so it. The broker, what are some of the things that a broker will tell someone when they're top producer?
The exact things that I heard. I sat down and I was told no one knows this company at all, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone knows Remax. So it's not as known. You're going to go to this company and they buy the name. People are buying from you because it's Remax, not because you're Jared Davis. They're buying Remax and no one knows EXP. I mean, here's the thing. This is where the hate comes in and you have to push through and funnel and say, all right, what's true?
Let's fact check.
Like the first step, there's some issues with that recruitment side. So that's why we have to address it. And we as a company need to talk to some of these agents that are bad apples when they call us by accident and be like, hey man, quit this. Let's talk about how to do this right, so that we don't get a bad name, right? Yeah. And as it grows, it won't matter, right? They'll get weeded out. It'll be all good. If you were not with real estate, if you were just with a giant company of some kind and you were one of their best employees, right? And you got another job offer and you went to sit down with that broker, what's that boss going to try to do? I mean, he's going to try to reason, we don't want to lose you. No. Maybe we can change some of your benefits. In real estate, maybe it's lowering some splits, whatever it may be, right? But they don't want to lose you. They're going to look at this and say, man, if we lose this, we lose this much money. So, they may not be trying to badmouth the competitor that this person is trying to now be hired by, but, they're not going to make it look good. Why would you? That's how they make their money, is off of their agents. So you have to understand that if we're the fastest growing real estate company in the world, every single other broker out there, especially the big names that have been around forever, where are most of the agents that leave going?
To EXP.
You can't not be threatened, right? In the sense of you're watching your revenue go away. I mean, we've got guys that are coming over that are equating to thousands of deals a year that are outfluxing out of their brokerages. Yeah. So can you imagine being a broker and you lose 1,000 deals for the year?
You might not be able to hold the door open that happens for some.
You can't be happy no matter what. So the confusion comes in, and sometimes that confusion at that level can turn into desperation.
There's reasons for the hate. These are kind of the 3 reasons that we kind of like sum up. It's like, why is there so much hate? Why are so many agents, when they hear that EXP, they hear those 3 letters, they're like, oh no. Yeah. And we're just trying to identify them and just say, listen, we get it, but let's carve it out. Let's look at some of the facts and just say, is there really reason to hate? Like, if you're a reasonable thinking person who's trying to think, what's the best for me, my business, my family, closing your door. Maybe you sit down with an EXP agent, you look at everything and it doesn't make sense. Hey, it's not the end of the world.
It won't be for everybody.
Yeah, it's like, we're not enemies. We're not mortal enemies. We still want you to come to cocktails and closures. We still want to have a good time with you. I want to hug you when I see you, high five you when you walk away. But we just want to, give you an idea. We get it. We get the hate, but from this side, it's nothing but love.
So then here's the thing. How do you address it? Well, if you're an EXP agent, don't be a weird recruiter, right? I mean, listen, if you're with EXP right now and you're listening to this, that is not the way to do it. Add value. You want to talk to somebody about the company? Tell them what you're doing that's so successful. Show them your marketing plan. Show them your softwares. Show them how you're going to help them double their business, right? No one wants to hear from you if you're just going to call for some rev share. That's not attractive, right? It's not attractive to me when we're with the company, right? So cut it out, right? Second, brokers and information, right? It really comes to a miscommunication and a misinformation. So what do you have to do to fix that? Well, one thing is just growth. As we grow, EXP's goal is in 10 years, we're going to be in 100 countries and we're going to have 1 million agents. We will be be by far the largest real estate company in the world, one of the biggest tech companies, right, in the world. As it grows bigger, there will be less misconceptions because there's still places in the country and other countries where they're like, I've never heard of EXP, right?
Yeah.
I just drove through California. I saw Compass's signs everywhere. I actually didn't see that much like Remax or Keller and stuff, but Compass was very big. See some Sotheby's, some stuff like that. But I didn't hardly see any EXP. So I could understand if you were out there, depending on where, maybe you're like, I don't know this company, right? Yeah. So it's just funny because I think over time that's going to change. And so people's misconceptions will change as we grow. But then just
you start to brand yourself for sure.
But then I think the biggest thing is just, man, talk to a couple people about it. If you've got misconceptions, the best thing you can do is ask a couple people.
Education.
That's it. I mean, don't listen to the broker about it. Talk to a couple EXP agents, see what they say. Talk to an ex-EXP agent if you can find somebody that left. But I've heard of agents that have left, right? Where they've just said, this wasn't right for me. I've actually even seen on the boards where agents have left and then come back because they left maybe when the company was brand new and they said, they didn't really have the broker support in my area yet. And then they came back strong and I liked the idea of it, but we just didn't have the systems in place yet. And now they do. So that's something. Who knows?
And I love it. I love anytime we can address a need or a question that we keep seeing coming up. That's how we help. That's how we add value.
That's it. So if you want to reach out to us, you can call me at 804-536-6100. Email jared@centralvarealty.com. Galen?
Feel free to call me 804-274-9016 or Galen, Galen, at centralvarealty.com. I love hearing from you, and I can't wait to hear from the next one.
Thanks for watching.